Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to Pandora Astrology's monthly horoscope for July. July is going to be a dramatic month for all of us, Aquarius. And for you, it may not be so obvious. You may not be at the center stage for this drama, but it's definitely going to impact you in some areas that are important, most particularly the arena of work. So early in the month, in fact, on July 2nd, there is going to be a solar eclipse in your sixth house of work, health, and service. So these are the places to look for some drama. Now, an eclipse shows us our shadow, makes us look behind ourselves or down deep for something that maybe we would prefer would remain hidden or that we just don't want to look at. It's a good thing eclipses only happen every 6 months, right? A solar eclipse in particular can bring drama and stir things up in a way that's physical, that's outer world, that other people can see. This is happening for you in the sixth house, so it might have to do with your health. There may be some health flare up, especially if you have issues that are, a condition, something that's chronic, that's just kind of always going on. This could be the month for a flare up, so take extra good care of yourself, Aquarius, this month, please, for all of us. For all of our sakes, because we like you. and and then the other arena for the sixth house is the job that you go to, the work arena that you find yourself in. There could be some drama kicked up there, so watch out for that and try to fly under the radar. Now, the other eclipse that's happening this month is coming on the 16th, and that is going to fall in your 12th house, which is a very hidden arena of our psychology. It's one of the three water houses of the chart, 12, 8, and 4, which are the areas that we don't really like to shine the light of day into very much. We just kind of prefer that these be private. Now, the 12th house represents some of our deep psychology and our unconscious. And the eclipse that's happening there is a lunar eclipse, which generally has a more emotional tone to it. In fact, I've heard it called an emotional roto-rooter. A lunar eclipse is also always a full moon. You can see the sun is over here, the moon is over there, and that contributes to the emotionality of a lunar eclipse. So there might be a day this month, the 16th or something near it, where some deep emotions get stirred up from some unconscious realms within you. And you might want to take a down day. You might want to chill. You might want to just take really good care of yourself that day and retreat a little bit. That would be really good timing for that. Hey, Julia, what's happening for relationships in a relationship arena for Aquarius this month?
Okay. Well, hey, Aquarius, I wanted to talk about Venus activity with you this month because Venus is the planet of relationships and art. So Venus is moving from the 5th into the 6th house on the 3rd. So that's quite a shift from kind of wanting to go out there, have fun, to focusing much more on work. Because as Jamie mentioned, the 6th house is about the day-to-day job. It's also a health house and a house of service, too. So when Venus is in the 6th for most of this month, you could maybe get along a lot better with your coworkers. It's also a really good time to ask for a raise if you feel like you are deserving of one. And since the 6th house is also the house of job and you have Venus there, it might add a little bit more artfulness and creativity that you're sort of outputting into your work this month too. Now, in terms of relationships, if you're already partnered, the 6th house being the house of service, you might want to try to find more ways to be really helpful to your partner, to sort of all the little small things that can kind of get them buttoned up because you might feel a little bit more service oriented towards them. And if you are single, then you might develop a bit of a crush at work or maybe through some work related function this month. So just be aware if any office romance might create some issues in your career too. Nata, what are you seeing?
Let's talk about some Mars. First, Mars is entering your 7th house on the 1st of the month and will be there for the whole month. So Mars is our planet of forward-moving action, self-confidence, being assertive. So it's a good month to really watch for whether you're possibly feeling competition in terms of your partnerships, in terms of, as Julia has called them in some of the other horoscopes that we've done, your frenemies, because the seventh house is the house of open enemies as well as intimate partnerships. So just watch for that. And also, if you're single or even if you're partnered, you might find that you have a little bit of extra self-confidence when it comes to your relationships. And that's a good thing. Mercury is going retrograde this month, and it is going retrograde in your seventh house again. And it's happening on July 7th. And so, what I would say about that is that you're going to want to make sure that the lines of communication are very open, whether they're with frenemies, whether they're with your partners, and even with yourself if you're single and you just are kind of contemplating whether you should get into a relationship. Mercury does re-enter the sixth house on the 19th. And Jamie mentioned earlier the potential for some health issues wanting your attention. And I would say that, be aware of any places where you are feeling overworked and underappreciated, and try to communicate about those places, and maybe try not to be hypercritical about them with whoever you're talking to them about, but definitely sort of express your woes and try to make the situation feel better for you, because that will also support your health. Jamie, anything else to add?
Oh, that's all we have for you today, Aquarius. Thanks for watching. Look for our August horoscope next month, and we'll see you around the cosmos. Bye.
Bye.